If you ask one of my friends what my favorite subject is, they would probably all say history. I've had a fascination with it for a very long time, and I've read all sorts of different topics on it. Greetings, honorable judges and fellow leaders of tomorrow. Today, I will be telling you about my own experience with history, while also trying to persuade you to learn some things about history as well. I first found history when I was just browsing around on YouTube, and all of a sudden, I saw a video. I wasn't really interested in the topic of history itself, but I was interested in the animations. So, I decided to click into the video. At first, I thought it was boring. I thought the topic had no action. But I still kept watching for the animations. Sorry. I did not regret it, because I learned a bunch of facts about history, like how the Americans during World War II, who didn't want any German-sounding names on their menu, they changed the name of hamburgers, named after the German city of Hamburg, to Liberty Steaks, and how one Japanese soldier kept fighting the war until 1974. After that, though, I decided to switch topics. This time, I decided to switch to the Cold War. I learned a bunch of facts about the Cold War, like how the US and the Soviet Union, who were allies during World War II, had a bunch of tensions during the Cold War. The Soviet Union actually had a nuclear bomb called the Tsar Bomba, which was so powerful, the mushroom cloud would rise to 7 times the height of Mount Everest, and how the US was considering launching a nuclear bomb onto the moon. This is actually very related to what's happening in Ukraine right now. Times like this are very confusing and difficult, and lots of people see Ukraine as the good guys and Russia as the big bad guy. But if you study history like me, you might know that it's not all Russia's fault, because Ukraine's ally, NATO, and the US have been trying to get more and more countries to join. Russia would probably feel threatened by this. You could complain with that and say Russia probably really isn't threatened. But if you were to have someone hold a knife, but still not threatening you directly, you would probably still feel threatened. Another benefit of history is that you learn a bunch of statues, monuments, and buildings. And I want to go to Hawaii so badly after I learned about history, just because I wanted to see Pearl Harbor. It's also an excuse for you to go on a vacation, because you could tell your parents, hey, I want to see this statue there, or I want to see this monument there. And they would probably say yes for educational purposes. Fascinating time periods, interesting lessons, and complicated politics, these are only some of the reasons to like history. This is the explanation of my fascination with history. I hope I've influenced you too to learn some things about history.